how to buy a house. Don't buy a house. Stop it, okay? If you don't know who I am, I'm a spiritually enlightened master, Buddhist monk, reincarnated in this lifetime, gained enlightenment, here to help you out. You need to also do a spiritual consultation with me. You need to reach out to me on Facebook down below. I'll help you for free at no cost, no charge for you, even though it's worth $1 billion. Why? Because I can literally see your whole life, your whole everything, your whole personality, everything about you in like a second. I can give you personalized advice. It'll definitely guarantee to solve your issues, solve your problems internally. Whatever problems that you've made, I can help them solve. I can help you solve them. And in exchange, afterwards, you can simply donate to me out of the kindness of your own heart. If you feel like I've gained you $10 worth of value, give me $10 bucks. $1, 10 cents, $1 million, $1 billion, whatever. Okay, that's up to you afterwards. So let's talk about this. Don't buy a house. Why? How to buy a house? Okay. This is how you don't buy a house, okay? You don't go to the bank and say, hey, I'm willing to be a slave for you for 30 years and can you give me a house? The bank will sure, of course, buddy. There's a million people like you and this is actually what we're in the business of doing, enslaving you financially. So that you go buy this little house and 30-year mortgage, 35-year mortgage, 40-year mortgage and pay us $2,000 a month and don't be late, okay? Oh, by the way, if you're late once, okay, we'll let you slide once, okay? Once. Late twice, poof, goodbye house. Sorry. Too bad, so sad. No more house for you, okay? That doesn't seem like a very great little thing. Okay, don't buy a house. What are you buying a house for? Are you buying a house because, hey, little neighbor, I have a house too. Look at me. Yeah, I have a 40-year mortgage. How much is your mortgage? Oh, it's only 20 years. Oh my God, 20 years. He must be doing really well. Okay, no. How do you buy a house? Go provide a massive value to your society. Earn $400,000, $500,000. Go to a little real estate guy, whoever sells house here. I'll give you cash. Boom. You can sell it in that day. Literally that day. Here's cash, boom, sold. That's it. There's no little bank mortgage. You know, I don't know how much interest is on the house, like 10%, 5%, 8%, whatever it is. It's too much. Go earn the cash like I'm going to do. Buy it outright. That's the only way to do it. Oh no, a little financing, little bank, a little interest rate. No. First of all, I don't want to buy a house. Hello? Like, who wants to buy a house? I don't. Why? Because I'm spiritually enlightened. I want to buy land. And then I want to build myself. Build myself what? Exactly what I want. Not a little builder, a little smart little builder with plywood and some trash and some 90% of the materials are trash. You're living inside of a trash. But hey, at least you don't get rained on and you're a little bit warm. Wow. Let's all go like this. The only good thing is that you have a proper place to flush your feces. That's the only positive thing. Everything else, like, wow, fantastic. You have no insight about life. You just made the most basic survival shelter. But it's not really like that because the basic is like, you know, just a little tarp and that's it. That's very basic. It's like a luxury survival shelter. That's what you made. I'm here to make something for the human well-being. That way, when I get inside of my little home or whatever it's going to be, it's not going to be called a house or a home. It's going to have a spiritual name for it. You know, like meditation center where I sleep or something. I don't know. Like Sadguru's home. Oh my God. You should see it. How do you see it? There is a web series on Sadguru exclusive titled Disembodied Beings. In one of those 3 or 5 episodes, whatever he talks about, Sadguru talks about how ghosts come to him and where he sleeps and where he lives. And there's a picture of his house. He lives right on the foothill of a mountain. And the mountain is green. When I say green, it's like green. It's amazing. And he lives in like a little tiny shack. You know what the best example of this shack that Sadguru lives in? It is, you watch Shrek, you look at Shrek's house, you're like, wow, that's Shrek's house. But Sadguru's house is slightly better because it looks like Shrek's house, yet it's in a more advantageous kind of environment. Because Shrek's house is like in the open, it's like you could be, people can just ambush you from all over the place. Also, it's like barren, it's empty, only a few little trees. So it feels a little bit unsafe. But Sadguru's house feels very comfortable. It feels like, oh, that's where Shrek would live if he was living as a human being. He would live right there. That's a perfect example where Shrek would live. Yet, when I first saw Sadguru's home, I was just blown away, blasted by the energy. I was like, wow, what a remarkable human being. The energy that is emanating from his house. Why? Because an enlightened master lives there. And the amount of energy work that guy is capable of doing is like, my God. It was like the sweetest candy juice that I could have ever tasted, just through energy. I was just looking at that for like 5 minutes, like, how is that possible? My God. It's a tiny little shed, or like made out of stones, a little brick house. And it's like, wow, it's so beautiful. I'm gonna live like that, okay? So don't buy a house. Why are you trying to buy a house, man? Okay? This is like the most searched question on Google about money, how to buy a house. Well, here's a little normie example of how to buy a house. You go slave away at a 9 to 5, build your little credit score, become your little good little saver, a good little worker, and the bank says, oh, good job, you qualify for a 20% interest credit card. You're like, oh my God, I got a new little credit card, 20% interest. Oh, yeah, woo me. Then you go be a good little saver, make sure you don't make any mistakes with the credit card to pay it off on time. Hey, I'm a good little saver, can you see bank? Bank says, oh, good little boy. Now we really get you. 30-year interest loan on a house. Here, buy a little house. You need it, buddy. Why? Because you just popped out a few kids unconsciously. Why? That's just the nature. The nature's just doing whatever it's doing, and you don't know what you're doing. You're blindly walking through life. But hey, now you need a house, okay? And the banker's like, yeah, I need a house. 30-year mortgage. You go work 9 to 5 for the rest of your life, and you pay off the bank's mortgage. That's how you succeed in life, okay? No, wrong, okay? Go provide massive value like I'm starting to do. I'm starting to scratch the beginning. This is my beginning of my journey. I'm going to make massive wealth. I'm going to do lots of things for the human society. And I'm going to pay it massively and handsomely with hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's coming up soon. And then we'll have enough cash, 600 to 800 grand, whatever it takes. Be like, hey, I want to buy this prop lot of land. Cash. Here you go. Boom. Bingo, bango, solved. One day later, I have a house. Or I have a property to live on.